Well, hello everyone. My name is Dar Rath. I'm the pastor here at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I bring you a story that takes about 5 minutes to watch. And this story is in a book called The Magic of Christmas, written by Amy Newmark. And in the book is a story called Tacky and Wacky, and it's written by Crescent Lo Maneco. There are many men in my family. Fathers, brothers, cousins, brother-in-laws, and nephews. The men outnumber the women, and they all have one thing in common. They are fashion challenged. All the women share stories about the men in our lives wearing too tight pants from high school that, according to the men, still fit perfectly, or the extra baggy skateboard jeans that went out of style in the 80s. The stories, as well as the fashion faux pas, are amusing and never-ending. One summer on our family vacation in Big Bear, my husband Mike and I readied ourselves for a day of shopping, lunch, and a walk around the lake. I had already showered and dressed, and I was applying makeup in the mirror. And out of the corner of my eye, I noticed my husband wearing an extremely peculiar outfit. We had only been married a few months, so being the ever so accepting new wife, I said nothing about his outfit. I headed downstairs and joined my sister, her husband, and my brother at the breakfast table, where we had a perfectly new view of the staircase. As my husband came into view, we could see the outfit unfold. Construction boots, white socks, black shorts with red, orange, and yellow flames, topped off with a blue Hawaiian shirt. Everyone stopped eating, including the men, and became very silent. Mike stopped and looked at all of us, wondering what was the problem. The silence was broken moments later when my brother said, "Oh, heck no, no way. Get back upstairs and change." Even my brother realized how ridiculous my husband looked. Mike sheepishly went back upstairs. I followed him and helped him pick out a more suitable outfit. Crisis averted. Ever since I can remember, the men in my family have exchanged t-shirts for Christmas. The tackier the t-shirt, the better. Currently in our closet hang several of these t-shirts. Some of the less tacky ones read, 10 reasons why beer is better than women. It's a beautiful day to leave me alone. And my current favorite, I never dreamed that I would be this old and grumpy, but here I am killing it. Sufficient it is to say how that Mike has been in the family for over 30 years. He has amassed a ridiculous number of these gifts. This is verified by the fact that one quiet evening he had just fallen asleep when a thunderous crash jarred us awake. It had come from the direction of our closet. Mike crept in expecting an intruder or maybe a wayward car that had crashed through the wall. Nope. The wardrobe bar was just so weighted down from all the t-shirts that it tore out the wall and crashed to the floor. That was enough of the t-shirt giving. At our next family gathering, I relayed the story of that fateful night to all women in our family. We laughed and reminisced about the many t-shirts our husbands had given and received over the years, and we made a pact. This year would be different. The women would shop for the husbands instead of letting the men do it for each other. We agreed this would be a great way to get them to start dressing better. While doing my shopping that year for Christmas, I carefully chose exactly the right sweater for each of the men in my family, and just the right colors for each man to bring out his eyes or complement his hair color. I was thrilled with my choices. I lovingly wrapped each one, attached the name tags, and set them under the tree. This was going to be Christmas that changed the long-standing t-shirt tradition. The women and I compared notes and agreed that we were excited to see our men dressed appropriately in their new clothes. Christmas couldn't come fast enough. Well, on Christmas Day, I was so excited that I handed the men their presents first. Tony was the first to open his. There was the sweater I had chosen, a soft burgundy sweater that had been folded carefully and nestled in tissue paper. He picked it up and tossed it behind him. At the same time, underneath the sweater, much to my surprise, was, yep, you guessed it, a tacky t-shirt. No sooner had I blinked than he took off his current shirt and put on his new one. He smiled as if this was the best gift he'd ever received. I turned and shot my husband the evil eye. He was grinning from ear to ear. Somehow he must have heard my plan and opened and then rewrapped Tony's sweater, adding his own special gift inside. I felt deflated. One by one, each of the men opened their boxes, and the same thing happened. A beautiful sweater tossed aside to reveal a hideous tacky t-shirt. All the men were in on it. The women in my family learned 2 valuable lessons that day. 1, we love our crazy men more than we can care about what they wear. And 2, sometimes it's not the thought that counts, it's the gift. Well, that's a wonderful story. I really enjoyed that one. And so blessings on your day, and thanks so much for taking 5.